What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Community AI Only Battle. 30 turns to go. At the moment, the wars that are interesting, well, actually the only continent with wars in it is, the Americas. North and South America have got wars going on, although the ones in North America, nothing's really going on. But there we go. That was a big start to the episode, which means the rest of it will probably be a downhill spiral, where Brazil... Oh no, Australia has finally declared war on Argentina. Wait, they weren't at war already? Australia were just waiting for the opportune moment. That is a new level of sneakiness from Australia. They literally waited. Oh my goodness, it happened. Polynesia have taken out the Shoshone. What a start to an episode. It can only go downhill for the next 30 turns from here. I mean, there you go. The Shoshone lose the city of Mosankani. They are eliminated, and Polynesia now have a fair bit of the USA under their control. All of the west, Texas obviously with the center and the east, except for the little bit owned by Nigeria, and then the Iroquois and the Sioux practically share Canada. Very interesting. Texas, of course, are trying to take Machu here, and they might achieve it in the next turn, but they'll probably lose it again. Polynesia are trying to take San Antonio, but it's not going too well for them, and that's pretty big. Australia might end up sneaking in and grabbing this city, and we'll see what Brazil do from there. But that's the fall of the Argentinian capital, and a pretty big pickup for Brazil, and I thought we were going to get something exciting. The Moors versus Babylon and Belgium v Babylon, neither of which matter, but we'll see if anyone else joins in. The Huns would obviously be important, even though they're at war with India. India would also be important, and Ethiopia maybe? Maybe not Ethiopia, because they need open borders with India. But you never know. Could happen. You're going to peace out with Ethiopia yet, or are you just going to accept that you're going to be getting bombed forever? Also, Belgium have no planes, so again, another country... I assume, have no oil. Interesting. I think we've said that before, but it was so long ago, it's fine. Mali, you doing anything? India has peaced out with Kilwa. It's about time, wasn't it? Samoa is not going to be able to take this with just submarines. Come on, Mali, give us something exciting. We saw that one, there was one moment of the last 100 turns of excitement, was probably the biggest bit, was Burundi v Nigeria, and that just no one won. They just had a stalemate, and now they're just doing nothing. Neither of them. They were just sat here. Ethiopia aren't even trying to conquer all of Africa. You know it's a bad time. You know it's going a bit slowly. When even the biggest civs in the world are just not interested in going to war with anybody. They're just like, yeah, this is enough. Is there a global happiness problem? Is the whole world just super sad? Can no one afford to take any more cities? They're all trying to sell each other their cities. Society is breaking down. The economy is collapsing. They're all just trying to sell each other their cities to reduce their happiness. And when all they really need is, Vietnam has the perfect solution to that. Actually... I say that, I appear to have lost them. I was trying to keep track of them. I don't know where they are. There's one here, which means the other three are sat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Oh, Ethiopia did peace out with Belgium though. That's not... Well. Ethiopia, that is smart. I've got to give it to you. You've got some random cities in Europe already, but I didn't think I'd be saying Ethiopian Berlin before the end of the game. What a 4 minutes of this episode we've had. We've had 3 capitals. Well, not capitals. Berlin is the capital of Germany, but Germany were not in this game, so this was a Prussian city. Got settled quite early on when they got screwed, because Austria settled here quite early on. Although, to be fair, it can't have been... Yeah, that's their fault. This is Austria's 3rd city, so you can't blame Austria. Who is this? Australia just entered the atomic era, but yeah, there you go. Ethiopian Berlin. You may as well have lost Ghent, but Belgium. It would have been so much better scenario than losing, giving Berlin to Ethiopia. I don't... It's quite funny. Oh my goodness. The AI sometimes... Okay, well, Texas are not going to be losing San Antonio. Will they be taking Machu, though? That's going to be interesting. We will find out. Brazil have solidified their position, and Australia have failed. So it'll probably be Brazil that sneak in over here. They have these Prachinas. I assume that's how you say it. pretty close by, so I'm sure they'll be able to slip on in. Let's see, Mali, what are you up to? What is everyone doing? Still, I mean, the Huns are getting nearer, but not really. Not significantly. Is anyone else going to join the war on Babylon? Come on, you know you want to. So where's Vietnam? They're about to go. I was going to say, where are they sending all their stuff? They sent so much down here. And now they seem to have just turned into a mess. I think they're coming home. Wait, what? Okay, so either Samoa's... I feel like Samoa's borders just grew one tile out where there was oil. Or they started trading. But Samoa finally have a fighter. And they might have upgraded some of their boats. They have a battleship. Yes, Samoa, you found some oil. I don't know how. But it was about time. Good job. I assume Australia, even though they're quite big, have the same issue. Oh no, they have planes. Okay, they probably just used it all on planes. Because they don't have any battleships or any destroyers. Maybe they just don't have the tech. Vietnam completes the CN Tower. Just, in case they needed any more wonders, just to confirm our suspicions on who was going to win this game. India's still here. And now it's Ethiopia's turn. It's very weird that I keep forgetting about this Nigerian city. I was going to say, it's weird that Nigeria are in North America and they show up in the African civs turns. But obviously, they are still in Africa, so it's not actually that weird. It would have been very weird if Nigeria had been taken out. Well, talk about going from enemy to friend real quickly. Okay, Ethiopia versus Austria. This is pretty big. Damn it. Every civ I choose just dies. Seriously. I mean, Ethiopia, I assume, will give Belgium open borders, because if not, the taking of Berlin, where they appear to be starving people, because it's dropped population already under Ethiopian control. That's terrifying. Belgium will obviously need to get over here through this. Oh my goodness, Brazil. Things were going so well. I mean, they are still going so well. You took another city. But what do you have to do that for? Declaring war on Polynesia. If Brazil can take this, they will be pretty close. They could then just try to give everything to go after the Incans. Maybe they'll unite their continent. That'd be cool. Don't think so, though. Polynesia are pretty much... I expect a peace deal soon. There's not much more they can do from this position. Wow, what a war. Belgium mattered, but Belgium lives matter. But Belgium mattered going after this war, declaring war on Austria, but this really screwed them over. That really screwed them over, losing Berlin, so they don't really have a border anymore. Byzantium versus Seriously, I get excited and then realise it's a war against Kilwa. At least some wars are breaking out. That is something. Something we've been waiting for quite a while. Let's see, I mean, either way, Ethiopia have got to get units quite some distance to actually take anything, but they have the air power to definitely, just weaken it up and they just need to get close. But even then, there's no roads, so they're going to need to really commit if they want to take some cities, and at the moment, most of their units are actually either up here or down here in the middle of their empire. They have some paratroopers, they'll be able to get over there quite quickly though. So that will make things interesting. Stalin has entered the atomic era and Babylon has peaced out with Mongolia. Just what he needed. Just what this world needed. A peace deal between the Mongolians and the Babylonians. Korea enters the atomic era. Interesting. Will we see anyone else get an atomic bomb before the end? That is the question. I mean, at the moment, only 3 people have a Manhattan Project completed. Samoa spent about 100 turns finding oil, so I doubt they'll get one. And Ethiopia surely will build one as soon as possible. I could not imagine them not do it. They must have one. Maybe they have one already. Nope, they don't have one yet. And they don't even have that many planes. What happened to all your planes? What did you do with them? Are they in New Zealand? I don't even think you can transfer them that far, but they might be. No, Australia might be about to... I know, I think this is going after what remains of Argentina, which will not be very successful. These Polynesian privateers are probably going to go and try to fight that Brazilian battleship. Mali has peaced out with Babylon. Good job. And they have a settler. I have no idea where it's going. There is no land left on any of the map except in Iceland. Sorry, Iceland. A little bit in the Himalaya. Actually, no. This is all gone. It looks like on the map like it's not, but it is. A little bit in the northern Siberian tundra. And maybe a couple of tiles that the Sioux didn't take. So I don't see Mali grabbing any land with that settler. Okay, let's see. Argentina, are you going to cling on and survive? Let's see how much damage Brazil can do in one turn, basically. Probably won't take it in one turn. That's highly unlikely. Oh, they came pretty close. They'll take it next turn. And that'll be the end for Argentina and these gross orders. But that'll be nice. See Brazil unite the southern tip of South America. It will look very cool, this bright green blob on the map. And, you know, it might push them in that top 10. It might. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting. Like, I feel like the top sort of 1, 2, 3, and 4, maybe 3 and 4, there could be some, maybe the Huns in Texas. I mean, maybe they won't come top 4, maybe it's not guaranteed, but I feel like this is going to be a game where it's who comes after them is going to be more interesting, because I really think those 4 are going to blow people away. I imagine Samoa might sneak up there with Polynesia around 5th, 6th, but, you know, everyone else can be up there. Nigeria are pretty good for everything. Burundi, Rhodesia, Brazil, the Incans aren't that bad. Like, they'll probably still squeeze in, maybe, just because they're good for tech. The Sioux might squeeze in just because of some categories, like land area. I imagine they have a massive crop yield. Actually, maybe not, but they probably have a lot bigger. One of the biggest land areas, although Texas, and I think the biggest land will definitely be, again, Vietnam, Ethiopia, Texas, the Huns, Austria, and the Moors look massive when you look at the map. Obviously, if it includes the sea, then Vietnam will probably be twice as much as anybody else. Texas to have that much of the sea compared to what Vietnam have. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting who comes with. Also, you've got the Europeans who could squeeze in the top 10. Belgium, despite losing Berlin, are pretty strong. Yeah, people are Imagine Austria takes Berlin. I didn't think of that. Austria might take Berlin. They might lose it straight away back to Belgium. Maybe some peace will be... That would be real peace of mind. That would be a real middle finger to Ethiopia if Austria were to retake Berlin and then Belgium took Berlin from Austria. That would be quite funny. Not sure it will happen, but it would be funny. Persia entered the industrial era. I don't know how on earth that's even possible, considering they don't have any cities. So they must have... I don't even know what they did. How they got new technology is beyond me. And Burundi is, I think, the 4th civ. I might have missed some, but they're the 4th to complete a Manhattan Project. I mean, no one else has a nuke yet, so it's not like it particularly matters. That's when I'm wrong. Kilwa has like 32 nuclear missiles and an army of giant death robots. Which would be a pretty cool scenario. Just give them all those units, see what they do. That would be quite fun. Yeah, but that's Burundi. But yeah, like I said, the fight for the sort of the places after the top 4, and I might be wrong about 3rd and 4th as well. Maybe Texas aren't that strong. Maybe the Huns aren't that strong. But yeah, obviously 1st and 2nd. Some people might be mad saying like, "Oh, you're spoiling it," telling us, but like it doesn't really take rocket science to know that Vietnam's going to win. I mean, we looked at the info addicts 24 turns ago. I think Vietnam topped almost every single one of them, and Ethiopia came 2nd. Most the rest of the time. So, you know, they are probably going to be the top 2. But that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.